Hey, welcome to my series on writing and publishing and monetizing a seven-figure earning book. So this video is titled How to Attract Highly Targeted Leads. No, not leads, buyers. The reason I've done that is because you see lots of videos around saying how to attract highly targeted leads. But really, what do you want? Do you want leads or do you want buyers? So this video is all about how to attract highly targeted buyers. So as I say, welcome to the series on writing and publishing and monetizing seven-figure earning book. I'm just going to run through this document to introduce you to the first part of a three-part series. And the goals are, my goals for you to turn your book idea into a powerful tool for building your authority, generating income, and making a lasting impact. So anyone can write a book, whether you're a coach, a consultant, a speaker, a business owner, as most of my clients are, or in fact, you don't even own a business. You don't have to own a business. You can write about your passion and then sell other people's products around that. I'm not going to go into that right now, but it's just to set the scene that you don't have to actually be in business to be able to write your own profitable book. So as I mentioned, this is the first in a series, probably about 3, maybe 4 videos. And the purpose is really straightforward yet profound. It's to help you see that you can write a book that earns 7 figures, builds your authority and creates a lasting impact. A lot of my authors really want to leave that legacy. And, you know, whether it's for your family, perpetual, or whether it's just to have your name out there, to be Googleable. You know, lots of people just want to have that as well, to leave behind. But for me, it's all about creating an impact and transformation on the lives of others. So whether you're an entrepreneur, a thought leader, or a professional with a burning message to share, burning desire, you know that there's something here that you need. You're here for a bigger purpose. This video, I've got this book there, so this video is designed for you. So I'd just like to show you in this video how you can attract more buyers rather than leads, as I mentioned at the beginning. But I better introduce myself first. I'm Christine Robinson, and today I've helped over 720 people become first-time authors and a #1 best-selling author. Now, I'm not here to show you how to do that in this video. It's no longer a priority for me, for one thing, but this video is all about creating impact and income. And what I want to do is show you how you can write your book and then use it to do that. So you see, it comes down to following a proven system and then bring in the fun and the magic of basic maths. So there was, I think it was the New York Times that did some research, and it was based on the American population, obviously, because that's where a lot of the research is done. And what it found was 88% of the population want to write a book, but only 2% ever do. And out of those 2%, I would say it's less than 0.1% probably of people who write and publish their book who actually ever do anything meaningful in the way of their business and building generational wealth from it. And not just from one book, obviously from building a series of books. So many clients have come to me with their books sitting on their hard drive for 2 years, 4 years, even 10 years. I was just thinking about it. I probably have 6 or 7 books sitting on my hard drive that just need the finishing touches to that I've written, and then something else has come up. So I do know what it's like. So I do need to get my books out there. As Amelia Earhart said, the most effective way to do it is just to do it. So let's begin at the beginning and do what we need, and that is to begin with the end in mind. One of my favorite books is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective leaders. I think it's leaders. And that is, the second one is to start with the end in mind. So that's what that's what we always do. And the first part I'd like to start with is defining your why. Why do you want to write a book? Why do you want to write this book, your next book, if you've already written one? What impact do you want to make? How will this book help you achieve your goals? I'm just going to pause this. I'm just getting a really croaky voice. Later, see how we go. So I want you to think about those three things, really about what's your why? Why do you want to write it? What impact do you want to make through your book and while you're here on this earth? And how will your book help you achieve your goals? You may not be able to answer those in depth, but that's the very first place that we start when I'm helping people to write their books. My why. My why is I have a burning message to share. I want to help people also who have a burning message to share. And the most important thing for me is to help create this ripple effect. The more people I help to write their books and publish their books and make money from their books, make a bigger impact, then it creates that ripple effect. I can only help so many people, but by them helping other people. So that's my big why. It's also people are really, and a lot of my authors in the early days are leaving a lot of money on the table by not doing something with their book. I've helped, as I say, a lot of people write their book, publish their book and become a #1 best-selling author. And then a lot of people did diddly squat with it after that. So that is changing. And the next part is, I should have left more space around here. Oops. Let me just scroll that in a bit. Hang on, I can't look at all of this. It's art, and I call it an art form. So we're currently in Sales 3.0, and Sales 1.0 was where you were, taught. Not a lot of people still do it, but to change features into benefits. So I still see a lot of products for sale, especially, that list out all the features. To me, it doesn't mean anything. It's what's the benefit? What can those features do for me? What's the outcome I'm going to get for those benefits? So that was Sales 1.0. And then I remember my very first video I did back in about 2008 or 9 was all about attraction marketing, how to attract people through your marketing. And there was a very famous book that sort of like was around at the time and maybe instigated a lot of it by Seth Godin called Attraction Marketing. And now, obviously, we've moved on from there. A lot of people know about that. So now it's all about how to stand out from the crowd. Because if everyone is using some form of attraction marketing, then how can you stand out? It's very noisy out there. And this is it, Sales 3.0, which is the art form. You have to be able to, first of all, demonstrate that you have the authority, that you are the authority, you're the go-to person, making you highly sought after and well paid as a result. It's like becoming the specialist in a hospital as opposed to a GP in a doctor's surgery. Seen as the authority, and one of the best way, the title, the name is, the clue is in the title, authority. Author your own content through your book helps you then, in a future video, through your book will then help you to create a lot of content in other mediums. Then the R, you have to be able to demonstrate your results and build relationships. So being able to demonstrate your results through your book, through your stories, through case studies and stories of people that you've worked with, or third-party stories as well, you're able to demonstrate the results that you help people to get, or the process that you've gone through. If it's something that you've done previously and you're teaching other people how to do it, then, or coaching other people how to do it, you've done it, and you help people to shortcut. It also helps to build relationships. You know, when you read a book and you really feel that you can hear the author speak, you get to know them intimately. I mean, what's more intimate than a book? You take it to bed. You do. Well, a lot of people do, not everyone. Take a book to bed and read it in bed with you. Great way to help you fall asleep and get the melatonin going as well. And then T is the know, like, and trust. You have to develop trust with your audience first before they buy from you. And people nowadays don't want to buy from a company or a large organization. They want to buy from the individual. And so this is another way. So you can see where we're at with Sales 3.0 and how the book really helps you to establish all of those. Okay, so show me the money, honey. That's what we're all about. That's what the title of my next book is about, how to become, seven-figure author, the seven-figure author blueprint. And so I'm just going to quickly go through these because this is not what I want to really demonstrate in this video, but it's really 16 different ways of being able to make money. First of all, sales and royalties from your book. And there's lots of ways of being able to have more book sales and increase the amount of money that you do make from your sales and royalties. And particularly one way of doing that is through a self-publishing, for example. But also, that's just the royalty part. But another way is getting bigger sales. Another one is turning your book into an audio. Audiobooks are one of the biggest growth areas in books and, in fact, in online sales. Product sales, so things that you can sell people that go along with your book. Consulting, speaking, obviously speaking is a huge one. Running events, being a speaker at someone else's events. Advertising, you can actually do advertising in your book. I had one of my earlier clients was a doctor in the UK, and she actually ran a business where she was showing doctors how they can, go into the private sector and be a doctor outside of the public health system, through companies and corporate as well as in the private sector. And she had advertising in the back of the book. Sponsorship, having people sponsor your book. Crowdfunding is an amazing way to make more money from your book. Through your book launches, attending virtual book launch parties or physical book launch parties. Joint venture and partnerships and collaborations is a huge way, either for getting your book out, but also through your book being able to work with other people. Running retreats and workshops, which I love to do. Creating a membership program. This is a wonderful way of creating a monthly recurring revenue as well. And coaching program on mentorship, which I love doing, masterminds and VIP days. So those are 16 that I know of that I actually use, but, well, I don't use all of them, but teach on, but I'm sure there's other ways that I haven't actually thought of as well. So nobody made $1 million unless they're J.K. Rowling or someone like that from selling their book. But many create $1 million plus from the opportunities their book gives them. Okay, so let's talk about other ways of making money. And I think it was Tony Robbins said, success leaves clues. So let's look at some clues. What do the following people all have in common? We've got Marie Forleo there, Tony Robbins himself, Grant Cardone, and I mentioned before Seth Godin. And then here we have Mel Robbins. So what do all these people have in common? They're all best-selling authors, and more importantly, they all use their book to bring buyers into their environment. And they all use the art form of sales. And you can too. This is what we're about to show you. So how does this work? I'm going to go through this really quickly again. The magic of maths. So with this, you don't have to create any more freemiums. Freemiums are things that you create for free and give away to build your list. You build your list of buyers as opposed to leads. People who want to transform their lives. virtually no advertising budget needed, as I'll show you in a moment. You're seen as the authority, and I'm going to show you an amazing client acquisition system. And you may have already seen this. I don't know, I think I've chopped you off the top. But this was an image created by Russell Brunson in one or more of his books. It's called The Book Offer. Now, what they do is, which is not, you see a lot of people doing the free plus shipping. So that's where they put the book that you buy it for free, but they ship it to you and you pay for the shipping and handling costs. That's where they they call it a self-liquidating offer. So it pays for itself. What I'm going to share with you in future books, and what I share with my clients and through my programs and what have you, is how to actually be paid for your book and how to deliver that book. It could be actually the print on demand, which is the physical book, but who wants to wait until the book gets posted out to you? How you can deliver that book immediately to them. And then once they have purchased the book, then you have a list of buyers. But you also, on the next page, are actually on the same page as the where they pop their details and credit cards in. You have what we call a bump offer. So something that goes along with your book that accelerates their process. Make things that you're going to share in your book, the process makes it happen quicker. Could be shortcuts, templates, checklists, video training series. It could be anything. And then here we've got 2 upsells. We, generally just do one because I think people get fatigued. So I need to change this this image. But upsell 1, where you're going to sell them, offer them something else. And if they say yes, then on the page after that, you'll have a thank you page and people will have the receipt and everything delivered to them. So let's go back to the book offer here. You build up a list of buyers. So if you only do the book, then you have a list of buyers, and you can, from the book, you can continue to email, nurture them, and build the relationship and send them offers. The other thing that you can do, if they have not bought, but they have maybe put their name and email address in, but then not put the credit cards in, it's the same thing. You can then send them emails, day 1, 2, 3, 3, 7, 9, 11, whatever it might be. A list of nurture emails following on from that. However, if they've bought the book and then the bump and gone through the upsells, let's just look at the figures for these. So let's just say in this scenario, I've just used $7 and then $37 as the bump, and then a one-time offer of $97. And you might do a downsell as well. If they say no to that, you might do a downsell, which may be the same thing, but over two payments or something, for example. Right, so let's say we have $1,500 to spend on let me just make this a little bit larger. 10. Let's just make it larger. Okay. So let's just say you have $1,500 to spend on Facebook ads or Instagram ads, wherever it might be. And that equates to sit on, average numbers. That equates to 600 clicks. And let's just say through those clicks, 8% of those 600 buy. That's buy your book. That's 48 sales. So at $7 a book, that's $336. Then the order bump of those 48 sales, 40% of those convert into an order bump sale. That gives you 19 sales at $37. So that's an additional $710. And then the one-time order as one-time offer, let's say that see if that converts. Normally around that 20%. That we've got 19% there. That equates to $885. So from your $1,500, you have collected or received $1,930 just through this fairly simple funnel, what we call a sales funnel. So that's a total of $1,930, which gives you within a few days a profit of $430 profit. I'm just going to make this a bit larger as well. Let's just scroll in. 430 days profit that you can continue to reinvest into ads, or what we call the waterfall effect. You're building up your buyers, your buyer leads 24/7 on automatic pilot on a system. You're building your email list and inviting people to join your community or your movement. And then through the Nurture series, or people come in to see your videos or your social media, joining you, looking for more of what you have, then you continue over time to convert around 2% of your high ticket offers, which you may have, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 or more. This is how you create the beginnings of how you create a 7-figure income from your book. And this can scale up really, really rapidly. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. So in the next video, I'm going to share with you how to identify your passion, your purpose, how to understand your audience and plan your book out holistically so that it grows your business and impact. So I like to look at your book as the top of the iceberg, and then underneath is all the rest of your business. So we look at it holistically. How can we use our book to grow the rest of our, what's under the water of the iceberg? So these foundational steps are crucial for writing your book, and that resonates with your readers and sets the stage for success. So before you go, just take a few minutes to remember to write down your why. Please comment and share your insights in the comments below, or come over to our community group. And let's start this journey together. Remember, the world needs your unique message. Let's make it happen. Thanks for joining me today. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. That would be awesome. Take care.